The electric van isn't a new phenomenon, but it's one that's seeing considerable interest from businesses looking to cut everyday running costs while also reducing their impact on the environment by switching to electric. Renault Pro Plus is at the forefront of this new wave of electric van technology, and it has a range of 100% electric products to support its bold vision of sustainable mobility for all. With London and other cities across the UK on the brink of introducing additional low-emission zones to help cut pollution, it's going to be harder for businesses, especially last-mile delivery services, to keep servicing these locations while keeping costs down. But today, Renault Pro Plus is ahead of the game, already offering 100% electric vans for companies that want to make the switch, courtesy of these two, the new Renault Master ZE and the Renault Kangoo ZE33. If you're a business user that's thinking about running an electric van, well, we've brought these two together to show you that electric is something you really should consider. From the outside, these vans look conventional enough, but the electric powertrain they use delivers far lower everyday running costs and performance that can match their petrol or diesel equivalents when driving around town. And they're not as expensive as you might think, with the Kangoo ZE33 only a small premium over the diesel version. Combine this with the potential savings you'll make in fuel and maintenance costs, and they really can make a cost-effective choice for business. Just think about this, with charging costs from 6.5 pence per mile for the Master and 4 pence per mile for Kangoo, they'd cost just £4.81 and £2.96 respectively to travel the 74 miles between Manchester and York. Now think about what it would cost in your current van. Both the Master ZE and the Kangoo ZE33 feature an electric motor under the bonnet, and drive goes directly to the front wheels, so there's no manual transmission. Power is supplied by a battery pack that sits further back. Thanks to the design of the battery, load volumes are the same as their diesel equivalents, and payloads are impressive too, up to 640 kilos on Kangoo ZE33 and 1,100 kilos on Master ZE, so more than up to the job. Plainly, they're not quite the right vehicles for driving from London to Glasgow every day, but for predictable routes and deliveries, they offer great opportunities to reduce costs. That's all down to the battery pack, which is charged via a socket on the side of the Master ZE and in the nose of the Kangoo ZE33. Of course, if you're used to filling up with petrol or diesel, then you'd normally head to a petrol station when you need to fill up. But you should think of an electric van more like a smartphone, because it's better to keep the battery topped up by charging it whenever it's not being used. This will usually be overnight or at a location where the van will be parked for an extended period of time. To charge up a Renault electric van, first you'll need a charging point like this. Every one of the 18,000 charge stations in the UK can be accessed on request. It'll often be cheaper though to charge by signing up to a subscription, but many charge points are open access, meaning you can use your subscription at these charge points. However, most charging is done at home or at depots or where the vehicles are stored overnight, and there are grants to help with the installation of charge points. How do you charge? Well, you just swipe your subscription card, follow the instructions on the screen, plug the charger cable into the van, and the van's onboard electronics do the rest. There's no need to worry about cables coming out or water getting in, because the charging cable locks into the socket, and you're perfectly okay to do this in the rain because all the connections are waterproof. And yes, you can put an electric vehicle through a car wash. Charging time will depend on the charging point that you choose, but can take just 6 hours from a 7 kilowatt charger. But of course, the van's onboard computer will tell you exactly how long it'll take. Worried about compromising? Fear not. The electric motor gives the Master ZE a decent amount of power around town, and the battery has an official range of 124 miles for comparison purposes. But in the real world, with a load on board, Renault claims 74 miles in the summer and 50 in the winter for the Master ZE. For the Kangoo ZE33, Renault claim an impressive summer range of 124 miles and winter range of 75. So why summer and winter ranges? Well, basically batteries are less efficient in the winter, storing less energy and releasing it less readily at lower temperatures. And like most non-electric cars, kit like the wipers, the lights and the radio, they're all powered by a 12-volt battery under the bonnet. This battery is topped up either when you're driving or when the van is plugged in, so there's no significant impact on the van's range. On the road, the Master ZE feels pretty much like any other big van to drive. Being electric, the standard auto transmission, or more accurately, direct drive, makes life a lot easier too, especially if you're going to be regularly driving this van around town. A huge benefit of going electric is the limited engine noise compared to diesel. Outside the van, pedestrians are alerted by an audible tone. Other than that, the Master ZE is as easy to drive as any other van, perhaps even easier due to its automatic transmission. Factor in long battery warranty coverage of 5 years or 60,000 miles, whichever is sooner, 24 months or 24,000 mile service intervals, whichever comes first, and with cheaper servicing costs and the financial benefits of running an electric van, it all becomes a very compelling offer. So there you have it, the future of last mile deliveries. 100% electric, right here, right now, with the Renault Master ZE and the Kangoo ZE33 electric vans. So if you're a business looking to lower your running costs, or perhaps your business just needs to adopt low tailpipe emissions vehicles, then we definitely recommend visiting your local business specialist at a Renault Pro Plus business centre. Or for more information, visit renault.co.uk/vans.